Hello and welcome to Point of View. I'm Tania Nugent, and on this program we'll be sharing our thoughts and experiences, celebrating achievements and unpacking some of the issues that matter to women. And with us today on set, it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Philma Kelagai, who is the co-founder of the Leniata Legacy, owner of World Supermodel PNG, and is a passionate advocate against gender-based violence. We have Ms. Cleopatra Coulter, who is a writer, radio announcer and entrepreneur. And our special guest today is Ms. Leanne Rezin, who is the Deputy Executive Officer with the Book Belong Pikinini charity organisation. Ladies, welcome to the program. So we'll be looking mostly on today's show at the critical time of early childhood for learning. And it got me thinking about my early childhood and walking down memory lane and reaching right back to find what my earliest memories are. And so then I just started thinking, what do you remember from your earliest childhood? Cleo, what's your recollections? What's your earliest memories?
I think one of the funniest and probably embarrassing, I should say, was when my father used to tell me to put my books on my head and run around the house as a punishment if I did not do my homework.
Oh my goodness.
And it was, all my friends would stand there, and I think that was the moment when I started not liking books. Yeah. But I have some also good memories where I remembered someone stealing from my mother in the market, and that was back when I was 2 years old, as my mother told me. So yeah.
Wow, that's a long time back. 2 is a very early memory to be holding in your mind. And so was that a frightening experience, and is that why you remember it?
It is, yeah, because I heard lots of people saying stuff about rascal and police and, arresting someone. Yeah, I think that was how I remembered it.
Okay. Philly, what's your earliest memory?
Well, there are quite a few memories, but the memory that sticks out the most was when I was in preschool. There was a preschool at Unitec where I still lived before, and there was a competition called Miss Preschool, and I absolutely wanted to win. And I remember asking my dad to bill us me the best out of everyone. And there was another Milan Bay girl who had really, really good bill us, and I was worried that she would win. So I pulled one of her boys off her bill so that she would be upset. And then, she got upset and left, so I won.
So you've always been a very competitive woman. It's been in you.
I like to see it as initiative.
Yeah. Creative, yes. Leanne, your earliest memory?
I have a few, but one that really sticks out is when my mom took me to school for the first day. That was in grade 1, and it was raining, and I remember I was thinking, it was quite scary for me because I hadn't been to a preschool or a kindergarten earlier. So, but the fact that Mom was there, I felt safe, and that it was going to be a good day, a good first day at school.
So you have a warm, fuzzy memory.
Yes.
Yeah, my memories are very similar to Cleo in that it's from my early childhood before the age of 3, and they were quite traumatic things that I remember. Cracking my head, falling over, sticking a spade in my toe, the earthquakes in Rabaul. So all before the age of 3. And it's really interesting actually, because we don't really store much of our early childhood in our memories. Most of us don't really remember much from before the age of about 3. And usually 6 or 7 is about the age that we start remembering. So that's like the first day of school, remember, and all of that. So this is a phenomenon called childhood amnesia, that we forget things from the earliest years. But that doesn't mean that what happens in our early childhood is not critical for our futures. In fact, it's quite the opposite. And after the break, we'll explore this a little bit more when we unpack the importance of early childhood education for our pikininis.